Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Mentally repeat after me. I am chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. I am creating 3 layers of protection. On my outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on my right side, a lion on my left side, an eagle above my head, and a tortoise below me. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I am lighting all the balls, allowing a firewall of protection to go up around me. Third layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the mantra Om that I am chanting. Now take your awareness to your Mooladhara chakra at the cervix, 4-petal lotus, red color. Take a deep breath and chant Om. Now shift your awareness to Swadhisthana chakra at the spinal terminus, the coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, orange color. Increase your pitch a little bit and chant Om. Now shift your awareness to Manipura chakra behind your navel, 10-petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further and chant Om. Shift your awareness to Anahata chakra behind your heart center, 12-petal lotus, green color. Increase pitch further and chant Om. Shift your awareness to Vishuddhi chakra behind your throat pit, 16-petal lotus, blue color. Increase your pitch further and chant Om. Now shift your awareness to Agnya chakra behind your eyebrow center, 2-petal lotus, indigo color. Increase pitch further and chant Om. Shift your awareness to Sahasrara chakra, center of the top of your head, 1000-petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further and chant Om. Shanti mantras. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamavitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Keep your hands near your chest. Interlace all the 4 fingers. Left hand thumb is straight. Right hand thumb is, and index finger is rotating around the left hand thumb. Mentally repeat the sankalpa in your own mind. I am chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord. penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping my body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside my body in your effulgent form. Since you know the mantra, chant on your own. Om Trayambakam
Yamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Vargamiv Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamadritat.
Two more times.
Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Vargamiv Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamadritat. Bakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Vargamiv Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamadritat.
Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Very slowly disengage your hands, keep them on your knees. For a minute, observe your own physical posture, how you are sitting, which parts of your body are connected to the ground, how steady is your posture. Now become conscious of the external environment. If you can hear any sounds from outside, pay attention to them. Now slowly start drawing your awareness within yourself. As you draw your awareness within your own body, shut out all the external stimuli, nervous inputs. Completely focus yourself within your body. Try and see if you can feel your own heartbeat. Are you conscious and aware of your breathing in and out? Can you feel the movement of your diaphragm? In this internal focus, mentally say to yourself, I will absorb and assimilate from the practices I'm about to embark on and use them to restore my body to pristine health. I thank the Divine for your benevolence and having brought me to potential solutions for restoring me to my natural health. Then slowly rub your hands and keep them on your eyes. And then we will start by what we call a body scan, and then we will do the arch and flatten that we did yesterday, and then we will start the practice. So lie down on your back, legs stretched out, hands by the side of your body. Yeah. Please use pillows wherever you feel the need to use them.
Yeah. What I was seeing today also, if I'm sitting in the center of the mat, then the back hurts because if I don't have support, the next time when we do the sankalpa and all, then I'll take this support.
Yeah, perfect. You have to be on careful. Now you have to lie down.
Actually, I'm in the other room. There is no space here. Actually, my husband works out of this way, so he said that I'll go in the hall and work.
Okay. Lie down on your back in the mat. Very gently, slowly come up. Yeah. Stretch your legs. Straighten the legs, hands by the side of the body, palms facing the sky. And gently become aware of your own body posture, the way you are lying. And then slowly bring your awareness to your heels and find out how the heels are pressing against the ground. Do you feel the pressure is the same on the right side and the left side? If not, which side seems to be pressing a little more or harder than the other side? Make a note of it. Then pay attention to your calf muscles. Experience how the calf muscles are resting against the ground and what pressure can you experience between them and the ground. Are they symmetrical or is there a difference? If there is a difference, which side seems to be pressing harder? And then ask yourself a question, is that side the same as the one in which the heel is pressing harder? Or is it exactly the opposite? Then pay attention to your knees and particularly back of the knees. Do you feel the back of your knees are touching the ground? If not, can you mentally gauge what can be the gap between the ground and the back of the knees? And do you feel it is the same on the right side and the left side? And if not, which side is the gap more? And is it the same side where the legs are pressing lighter? Or is it the side where the legs are pressing harder? Now repeat the same for your thighs. Then repeat the same for your glutes. Now bring your attention to your spinal vertebrae. Can you feel your coccyx and the sacrum touching the ground? How about the 5 lumbar vertebrae? L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Can you feel them connected to the ground or are they raised from the ground? And then bring your attention to your lower back. Can you feel both sides of the lower back? Are they touching the ground? What about the mid back? When you are experiencing the mid back, can you pay attention to your thoracic vertebrae? Thoracic vertebrae. There are 12 of them. How many of you can you count as touching the ground? Then pay attention to your upper back. Now pay attention to both your shoulders. Can you feel the shoulders touching the ground or is they raised from the ground? And then what about the back of your head? When we complete the process, you will once again examine all these points which we did just now, and you will try to see whether you can notice any changes between now and when we complete the practice. We're going to practice what is called the myth of aging, lesson 1. So in preparation for this, you will fold both the legs, feet are planted on the ground, your knees are facing the ceiling. Fold both the legs. Yeah. Now you will do the arch and flatten, which I taught you yesterday. So when you breathe in, the lower belt line will go into an arch, the tailbone will press against the ground. And when you breathe out, you will release that arch. And then you will take another breath. When you're breathing out a second time, you will flatten the lower back further. Your tailbone will raise from the ground. Repeat this for about 5 times. Complete that round and once again stretch your legs and relax. Take a couple of breaths and relax the whole body. Mentally, once again, say to yourself, I am receptive to relaxing all my muscles through the practices. I will absorb and assimilate the practice. Then slowly turn to onto your stomach. Now, since we worked on your right side yesterday, we will work on the right side. So bring your right hand in front of your face. Is it possible to adjust the camera a little bit so that I can see the face?
So I'm saying I have to go on the other side, not today.
No, this is a different practice that we are doing.
Okay.
That practice on the other side, I said we will do once we complete this practice.
Yes, yes, yes. One second, I'll say one second.
Yeah. Okay. Now, next time when you are getting up, just remind me to teach you how to get up. Okay, that's very important because when we get up the way you got up just now, what you are doing is you are allowing the neck muscles to pull your body into vertical position. Whereas that action is supposed to be done by your hamstring and quadricep muscles on the thighs. So there is a method by which when you get up, then you will make those thigh muscles do the work and let the neck muscles relax. Okay, so now I'll first show you how to come into position and then you will come accordingly. So you will be lying on your stomach and in your stomach you will bring your right hand in front of you. Now your left cheek is lying on your right hand and you are looking at your elbow.
Okay.
Now from here we will be doing 3 movements. One is to take your elbow up, which will work on the trapezius and the shoulder blades. Second is to raise your head up, which will work on all the muscles along the right side of your spine. The third one you will do both, where it will go down and also cross over to the opposite glute. Then you will raise the opposite leg up So you'll be allowing the contraction to come down from the hamstring to the buttocks and move to the opposite side. And then you will put all of them together, allowing all those muscles to contract and allowing all those muscles to relax. So for each of them, I'll give you instructions where to focus, what to do. And you will always remember to do it within your comfort zone. If the movement creates even the slightest discomfort, you will let me know and stop at that point. You will not go beyond that. All right? Now, turn the face the other side. The elbow, you have to face your elbow. The left hand is by the side of your body. If it is comfortable, your left hand, correct. Now, in this position, very slowly you will be raising the elbow away from the ground, focusing your full attention on the muscles along the shoulder girdle. You're contracting all those muscles when you're raising your elbow, and you're slowly returning your elbow back to the ground, resetting all those muscles to a new resting tone. Now relax, experience what has happened at the shoulder level. Imagine what you can do to lift your elbow with lesser effort. What can you do to bring your elbow down in a slower manner? And how can you experience the shoulder girdle muscles going down to a lower resting tone? Once you've imagined all this, slowly allow your elbow to come up from the ground, wherever it can come up very comfortably, and then slowly release out of that contraction, relaxing all the shoulder girdle muscles to a new lower resting tone. One last round. Lift your elbow.
Cheek is resting on this hand.
If you can turn your sides, then I can see what you're doing. Right now, I can't see that side. I can't see your elbow.
Yeah, so I'm saying, this I put my cheek on this part.
Yes. So very slowly, last round, lift your elbow.
So I still have to do the first one, but let me do that one now.
Okay. Correct. Very slowly return back. One last round. Relax. Now, yesterday I taught you the stop and go. So can you take the elbow towards the ceiling? Hold it there. As you go down, take it a little bit and stop. Then come up a little bit. Now take it further down and stop. Again come back a little bit. And now take it all the way down. One last time, all the way up and down. And relax. Now your focus of attention will be on all the muscles along the right side of your spine, from the top of your neck right down to the lowest pelvic area. Okay? So these are called erector spinae muscles. There are 3 sets of them. You're contracting all of them when you raise only your head up. Try to look over your right shoulder. Slowly breathing in, lift the head up. Slowly try to look over your right shoulder. Very slowly return back. Very slowly return back. Allowing your cheek to come back to resting position. Relax completely. Feel the muscles along the right side of your spine, which you have allowed to go to a lower resting tone. Now you will imagine what you can do to reduce your effort. How can you come down slower? How can you experience lower resting tone and then implement your movement? Once you've imagined your movement, put it to action. Very good. Slowly release out of the contraction. You are relaxing all the muscles along the right side of your spine to a lower resting tone. That was really beautiful, really slow. See, the imagination makes so much of difference. Last round, imagine first and then implement. Learn from the practices to keep improving as you implement. Learning means reducing the effort to achieve the same objective, releasing slowly so that the upper cortex takes charge of what you are doing and takes control of the muscle. Lovely. Slowly return. Very good. That was amazing, Paayal. Superb it was. Now take some rest. And when you're ready, remember the back of the palm will continue to be stuck to your cheek when you're raising the hand up. So your palm will also come up. It will constantly be touching the cheek. So you lift your elbow and your head up together. And you will feel the contraction move to the opposite buttocks and your opposite leg. The feet will almost start coming up from the ground. Just pay attention to that movement. So slowly breathing in when you're ready. Perfect.
This part, there is slight pain over here.
Okay, whenever there is a pain, you try and see if you can reduce the extent to which you can come up and see whether it still pains. If it still pains, you have to just stop the practice and take rest. Come only a little bit up. Slowly release. Slowly release. Relax a little bit. Allow the neck also to stabilize. And now shift your attention to your right leg, opposite to the side that you are practicing. And just lift that leg up a little bit from the ground, keeping the knees straight. Don't bend at the knee. Opposite leg, right leg, not the left. I can't hear you. You'll have to come to the mic and speak possibly.
I think I'm doing the right only. I was doing the right.
I'm sorry, left leg. You are doing the right side to left leg. I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies. Left leg. Slowly return back. Take a little bit of rest and then repeat a second time. Again take rest. Then last time. Now rest once again, and you're going to put all of them together, which is your elbow, palm, cheek, face, and the left leg together. And come up only within your comfort zone. There should be no trigger of pain at the neck region. Stop before that. Once you have rested, then you will do the second round. Only when you are ready, you will move the second round. Slowly initiate the second round. Come up only a little bit.
I don't have to stand all over the elbow thing. I have to do at the head also.
I couldn't make out what you said.
So I'm saying initially we did just the elbow, right? So I have to start from right from there.
No. This is the last movement on that side.
Acha.
So,
Okay.
so what you're doing, uh, you'll be putting all of them together. That means elbow, cheek, face, and the left leg. All of them will come up together. So there is a complete contraction of all your back muscles when you come up, and you're slowly sending them to a lower level of resting tone. The leg also should slightly come up. Bas, very good. Slowly release, slowly release. Second round. I think your video is next round. You did all the practices have to be done 3 times for your upper brain to take charge of it. Slowly slowly return. Wonderful. Last round. Relax. So that completes a practice on the right side. So you will slowly turn on your back, rest for a couple of minutes, and then come back onto your stomach. We'll practice on the left side. So slowly turn on your back and try and pay attention to all those points that we paid attention to, like your heels, calf, stretch your legs, stretch your legs. Yeah. So now pay attention to your heels, your calf, your back of the knees. Your thighs, your glute, your spinal vertebrae, your lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, and your back of the head. How does the right side feel as compared to the left side? Make a comparison. There will be differences that you can notice. And then, when you're ready, very slowly turn back onto your stomach for the practices on the left side. So slowly turn.
Turn on the left.
On the stomach, yeah.
Listen.
The same way, we'll be practicing the same way, but on the other side now. Correct. So you'll bring the left hand in front. Just adjust the camera a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Correct. The right hand is by the side of the body. Lovely. Now, once again, breathing in. First, imagine how you're going to lift your elbow. You're going to relax all the shoulder muscles when you bring your elbow back. You're going to bring your elbow slowly back to the ground. Once you've imagined all that, then slowly on the inhale, raise your elbow away from the ground towards the ceiling, only to the extent it can go comfortably without creating any discomfort anywhere. And slowly return back. Now second round. Now stop and go. So take the elbow towards the ceiling. As you start bringing your elbow down, stop 1/3 the distance, recontract a little bit. Now come down another 1/3 and stop, recontract, and now take your elbow all the way to rest on the ground. And now one full journey, taking the elbow up. And relax. Now you're going to visualize how you're going to lift your head up from the ground, keeping the hand on the ground. And you're going to visualize how you're going to contract all the muscles along the left side of your spine. And as you bring your face down, you're going to relax all those muscles to a lower resting tone. Once you've visualized all this, you've created your approach to raising your head up. You will slowly implement raising the head up, trying to look over your left shoulder. Very good. Only go as far as there is no discomfort, there should be no contraction at the neck region. You should feel comfortable when you're going up, and as you're bringing your head down, feel the relaxation of all the muscles along the left side to a lower resting tone. Then relax and take a couple of breaths. And now after you've taken some rest, you will implement it one more time. Slowly return. Huh? Hey, I'll call you back in the class. Now take some rest, and then we will be putting both of them together. So you'll pay full attention to the muscles along the shoulder girdle, along the left side of your spine, and your right glute. So only when you're ready, you will slowly raise your elbow, palm, face, and your head up.
Left leg, right?
All of them, yeah. The elbow, face, cheeks, everything. The elbow should also come up. Yeah, only as far as you're comfortable, or don't go beyond that. Return very slowly. All the muscles along the back, along the left side of your spine, right glute, shoulder girdle are all being restored to a lower resting tonus with the slow return.
Just come again when we are doing the left face, elbow, shoulder, then the leg has to be the opposite one or the same.
That is going to come. Now we are not at reached that level.
Okay.
After this you will be raising only the right leg, and then you will put all of them together. So
Okay.
this is the first phase of what we are doing. So second round of this, now when you're ready, you will implement the last round. Wonderful. Just pay some attention to the muscles along the left side of your spine and see how they've relaxed. How the shoulder girdle muscles feel totally relaxed now. And when you're ready, you're going to lift the right leg up, only the right leg. Slowly lift the right leg up, then slowly return the right leg back. Second round. Last round. And now take some rest, and then when you're ready, you'll put all of them together. That is your elbow, palm, chin, head, opposite leg. That is your right leg. All of them will come up while breathing in. You're contracting all the muscles along the shoulder, along the left side of your spine, right glute, right hamstrings. And when you're returning back, you're resetting all those muscles to a lower resting tonus. Slowly start. Very nice. Come back very slowly. Again, take rest, and when you're ready, second round. Last round. Then completely relax. And when you're ready, you will bring the right hand also in front. Keep the right palm on top of the left. Keep your forehead on top of that. No, no. Bring them closer to the head. It'll be like this. Forehead on the. Yeah. Now, in this position, breathing in, only raise your head up. All the muscles on both sides of the spine will contract when you raise your head up. And very slowly return back, allowing your forehead to rest back on the back of your palm. Second round. Last round. Then slowly turn on your back. And experience how the body feels now. Then slowly turn to one side. Take the support of your hand. Keep your head looking down and then sit up. Sit in a meditative position with your eyes closed. Get ready to chant mantra Om 3 times. Once again, make your sankalpa. I'm chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. Take a deep breath and chant Om 3 times.
Om. Om. Om.
Shanti mantras. You know the first one, so you chant that Asatoma Sadgamaya.
Asito ma satramaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityo ma amritam gamaya.
I'll chant the second part. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now chant the Mahamrityunjaya mantra Om Trayambakam.
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्
Om Shanti Shanti
शान्ति
Shanti.
शान्तिः
Harigi Om.
Om.
Rub your hands nicely when they're warm. Keep them on your eyes. Feel the warmth flowing in from the palm into the eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Be aware of colors you see when you open the eyes. And slowly release your hands. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Fantastic. You did the release very wonderfully. So
Yeah.
you should feel much better today,
Hmm.
even on the back. So, like yesterday, let me know in the evening how it feels.
Yeah. And only when I got up now and I sat down, so I have slight pain over here. This
Right now,
slightly. Matlab, it was more, but then it settled down after the chanting, but now it's more. Now it's less,
okay.
but it's slightly there.
So this has nothing to do with the practices we did
Okay.
because we didn't focus on this. This could be triggering from something else
I
because
wanted to ask you something. So while I was doing the exercises today as compared to yesterday, I was more focused probably because I've got the hang of it and things like that. But at times, your thoughts can just drift apart, or something can just come up. So actually, just just before I finished, my brother's kind of face came up. So is that got into something like a trigger, or
yeah, it's a trigger. Now, your brother is what is he doing? Where is he?
my brother stays close by.
Uh,
He is into his business. So the thing is that we've always been very close since childhood. But in the last 4 years, our relationship got a little strained uh, because of something I did which he didn't like. I mean, I did it because my parents wanted me to do it, but he didn't like that whole thing. So that's
yeah. So basically, you see, like what happens is these things are also contributing to the persistence of the pain.
mm,
Now, when that image comes up, what you do first and the foremost is allow the emotion to come up. If you feel like it is triggering tears, allow them to flow. Then, mentally, from your heart, completely forgive him for whatever it his feelings are, and say and pray to God that restore the relationship back. I have no animosity,
mm.
and let it go.
Actually, at that point in time, there were many things which he said, but there was this one particular 2 3 statements which he had told me, for like almost 2 3 years. I was like, how could he tell me this? So yeah.
Yeah, basically, what we say is that first of all, when I'm interacting with you, right, you have a certain expectations about how I will conduct myself. I'm in the position of a person who is leading you into a certain somatic practices. So you have already created an expectation.
Hmm.
Now there is no guarantee that my behavior will exactly match your expectations uh, point per point
Right.
because I have my own characteristics which will throw up certain behaviors.
Hmm.
Now you have always two choices in front of you.
Hmm.
One is to take it very negatively and disconnect completely. And the second is to appreciate that the other person also has his own approaches. So long as it doesn't do me any harm, I will allow the person to be in his own zone. If it does any harm to you, obviously you have to defend yourself. You cannot let yourself be harmed. At that point in time, either you cut out or you allow you allow yourself to be harmed. So the choice is very limited. You just cut out. So this happens with everybody, irrespective of what the relationship is, whether it is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, at every time. Except that if it is an husband, wife, you try to sit across and say, "This is what I feel in what you did," and you try to sort it out so that the relationship can become even closer rather than each one carrying it on their own head, saying, why did she say, why did he say, etc. So it's always better in a husband wife relationship to sit across and express openly and sort it out. With the others also, in the case of your brother also, you can sit out and try and say, I didn't mean any harm. I want the relationship back to where it is, and I would like to see it. Now, suppose he says, I don't want it. There is nothing you can do about it.
So the thing is that it's reached that stage that yes, now things are over and done with. Okay. But so when we meet, he's fine actually. So I try and tell myself, yeah, at least things have kind of settled down. But internally, I miss him a lot. I miss talking to him. I miss because I know that if I call, he will go on a rant again. So I avoid, just talking. So when I go to my parents' house, he's cordial and he's fine. At times it's in his mood, like I had invited him for my birthday celebration and he came, he sat with everyone, everything. And when he was leaving, he didn't even tell bye. So these little things, I kind of take it to heart. Yeah.
Yeah, but what all you have to realize is now when you take it to heart, it stays inside your subconscious and only butchers up your own health.
True, true.
Right. So you have to now learn to realize, ki, okay, that is his behavior.
Yes.
I cannot change him.
Hmm.
So I just move on with what he does. Right. Only when you let him go like that from your subconscious, your pain persistence will all starts coming down. So the very fact that his image came in means that particular portion which you are working on, if there was a discomfort there, which is the top side of your neck region, which you said,
Hmm.
it's essentially constricted because of the emotions you're holding. And this was an indication for you to let go.
Hmm.
And once you let go your emotions completely, even if if you cry out, you'll find today evening you're much better. That area will feel much more relaxed because you've let it go from your subconscious. Say, I've forgiven. What happens, happens. I will do my bit and I will try to maintain relationships. If he doesn't want it, so be it. That is the divine will. Right? And you'll start feeling much better. Your pain will all start coming down. So, like this, the pain flowing down from the neck down to the lower spine, everything has got some connection with all the emotions that have been there in the life.
Hmm. True.
Be it, be it the issue with fertility, be it the issue with the, difficult process of treatments that you underwent, the all that once you let go, you will suddenly find you're as good as what you were in your teens, and you can get back to your dancing, you can get back to the other things automatically.
Last night also, like when I was feeling good, so my husband came up to me and he was like, okay, I said I've been in like a lot of pain and today that I'm feeling so much better, though I'm feeling good. So at that point in time when I was talking to him, I was like, oh my God, like how much of physical pain I've gone through in so many years. And I was not crying, but my eyes just kind of welled up. And I'm like, okay, no one knows the intensity of the pain.
Obviously. So, and it's all the more when nobody knows, it is all the more a tough proposition because
Hmm.
I'm keeping it to myself,
Hmm.
not wanting to let others also be feeling miserable because of me.
Right,
So I
right,
suffer everything from within myself.
yeah,
And so it gets suppressed even more.
right,
Now, what happens is when I don't let that emotion come out,
hmm.
I am burying it deeper and deeper into my subconscious.
Right,
And it is sitting there. Once in a way, it erupts and gives you pain.
hmm.
Once you deal with it and let it go,
Hmm.
it will stop troubling you altogether. All right.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely, this itself, what you have expressed now, and you let it out of your system itself will make you feel completely different by evening. And you can then discuss it out and let me know how it feels as to whether my judgment was right or was not right. We can know by during the day.
Okay.
Okay. And then you also wanted a little bit more about my somatic journey. What exactly you wanted to know? If I can summarize it and let you know, I'll tell you.
Yeah, so basically, like, how did you kind of get onto this
Okay,
journey? What
fine.
prompted you? Did you
Yeah.
have some kind of
Okay.
challenges?
I'll tell you very quickly.
I have a little bit of a journalistic background, so that's the reason I'm always very
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah. See, my basic profession is that of a chartered accountant,
Okay.
and I used to run a chartered accountancy firm
Mm-hmm.
doing a different line of business altogether. So we were into derivatives, risk management, etc. But I have a sister who is physically challenged,
Oh, okay.
and she was suffering from a disease called demyelinating spastic paraplegia. And
Okay.
medically, there is no cure for it. So
Mm-hmm.
when I reached 60, I wanted to see whether I can explore alternate therapies for her.
Okay.
That is how I started reading up on alternate therapies to try and see what I can do for her. So I started dabbling with, crystal therapy, herbal therapy, color therapy, light therapy, and all that. Started doing a course with some institute in Calcutta, didn't succeed. Then I kept on buying books to read more and more. So there I read a book called The Brain's Way of Healing by a doctor in Canada called Norman Deutsche. So there he had
Okay.
described the work of this gentleman by name Moshe Feldenkrais. So I started becoming more interested in that.
Mm.
So when I was exploring more, this is what I call divine intervention.
Right.
I was looking for a course on somatic practices on Feldenkrais. Google threw up Anna Somatic's website to me.
Okay.
So I went into the Anna Somatics website. And then I just wrote a comment saying I would like to bring this into India.
Okay.
The head of that institute, whom you will meet on 17th and 18th, Eleanor,
Huh.
personally wrote back to me saying, I have read your message with keen interest
Okay. Wow.
and I will take it up further with you. But
Huh.
in meanwhile, why don't you do the course?
Okay. This
And
was when was this?
this was 3 years back.
Okay. Okay.
And he said, I'll give you full scholarship.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's how I landed up with the course, and my connections with Eleanor started happening. So now I regard her as a great mentor, a great friend, philosopher, and guide. And
Hmm.
you'll be amazed when you see her. When
Hmm.
I met her, she was 82. Today
Oh.
now she's 84, 85 now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. The clarity with which she speaks, the sharpness with which she notices people, all of it will amaze you.
Wow.
So the last time she started discussing with me as to how we should take it up further in India.
Hmm.
So I said, let me finish my graduation, which I will do in March 23.
Hmm.
Then I said, Eleanor, if you and I are meant to take this further in India, all the doors will open up by the divine.
Oh wow. Okay.
And if we are not supposed to do it, then how much ever we struggle, it will not happen. So we
Correct.
will put our efforts and see what is the signal coming from the divine as to are we supposed to do it or not do it. So
Okay.
when the doors open, you will know you are supposed to do it. You keep doing it and spread it. And
Okay.
even as a student, from the number of people who have benefited, it is so amazing that I'm all the more convinced that this must spread in the country.
So are you the only one who has got this to India right now?
Right now, yes. When
Oh,
I
wow.
qualify, I will be the first one to officially practice it.
Lovely. That's so amazing. That's so amazing.
Correct. So this is all basically everything in life is a karmic connection. That is
Absolutely.
why that is why you are with me.
Correct. I'm so true. So true.
Yeah. The fact is that somewhere along the line you are supposed to have been helped by me. And
Yeah.
that's why my practices seeming to be helping you to recover.
Correct. Very true. Very
If
true.
I was not supposed to play that role,
Huh.
you would you would have come back to me and said, whatever you are doing, my pain is increasing.
Right.
That means the connection is not supposed to be there. We will part.
Right. Absolutely.
So see, I am so convinced about this that the divine drives everything.
Absolutely. I come.
So once you surrender, everything starts happening. See, many times when I do practices for people who have been helped,
Hmm.
it is more of intuitive rather than sound knowledge.
Hmm.
I say this practice should help, and it works.
Hmm.
So where is that intuition coming from? It is only coming from there. He says, Ramesh, do this, and he will help her or him, and that's what happens. So this is my journey into anasomatics.
So were you able to help your sister then?
Unfortunately, the divine said no.
Okay.
We started working with her. She started feeling improvement,
Huh.
and then she fell down and she broke her ball and socket joint.
Oh, ho, ho. Oh,
After that, her condition was such that the doctor said you can't put a steel rod because you will go into difficulties and then you will have to open her up again and remove all that. So it is not advisable. So it was like her karmic obligation is that she had to go through this suffering. So the God said that you will not be able to help her. But because of that, I am now helping others. So somewhere along the line, there is some benefit, is what I feel.
ah, true, true, true. I agree with you.
So that is the journey story.
Yeah, it's
That's
beautiful. You should write it down.
yeah. I have written it down in one of my Facebook blogs. I think.
No, I mean like properly documented and
Yeah. So now that I know you and our connections will increase, you will help me do that. So we'll do
yeah, of course I can. Of course I can. One of my skill set is content writing, so I can.
it. Exactly. So we'll do it.
In fact, it's been on my mind since, as I told you, you must have seen I'm very enthusiastic about everything in life,
Yeah. Correct.
including like everything. It could be like as silly as even going for a walk. So, you know, I did feel that probably I should learn this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's
In
see
fact,
how
in
it
fact,
goes
we
and
are,
where it.
we are trying to bring the
But I'll
course.
definitely attend that webinar.
We are trying to bring the course to India so
Huh,
that we can price it at Indian price
correct.
and it will run on Indian time. See, now when I'm learning, no, there are 6 modules. Each
Huh,
module is of 9 days. And for the 9 days, I have to stay awake the whole night.
yeah,
Entire cycle goes for a toss.
correct, correct.
So then I have to sleep in the morning and all that.
But
So
it's
I,
amazing. But it's amazing that you, at this age, and you're like so proactive and doing this. It's amazing.
yeah, so that, there is some hand which guides you to do it. I mean, that's why you do it, not otherwise.
Of course, and the intention to support and help others. That's the main.
Exactly. So that's how it is. So what is meant to happen will happen. You just put in your efforts. That's all.
Very. Achha, last question before we sign off. So, suppose like in the afternoon now, if I'm lying down and if I have to do that exercise, the back one sinking into the bed, and can I do it like just like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That arch and flatten, no? Yeah,
Yeah, the arch and what do you call
ah,
it? The
arch and flatten.
Latin, because anyways with the physiotherapist and otherwise also I have been taught, but now that it's come into my awareness again, I can probably, because that really releases the lower back very well.
Exactly. So that's a very good practice. You can repeatedly do it whenever you feel like doing it.
Whenever I feel like. Okay. Okay.
Only thing is, if your bed is a soft bed,
Mm-hmm.
that is not advisable.
Acha.
So it should
Then
be
I
like
can.
a yoga mat or a cotton mattress.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay. If it is spring mattress, don't do it on the bed.
No, mine is not a spring mattress. It's a cotton mattress only.
Ah, then it is okay. So it
Like a
will not
half,
sink.
like a
Ah,
half movie, half Dunlap kind of.
half
Not.
Dunlop is there, is it? Okay. It will not sink down, up and down, right?
No, no, no. It doesn't.
Fair. So long as it is reasonably steady, you can do it.
It's not like how those soft beds in the hotels. Not that kind of.
Yeah,
Ah,
correct. So very simple method of doing it
ah,
is do it and see what you feel.
okay. Okay.
If you don't feel good, don't do it.
Hmm.
If it makes you feel better, then you are on the right track, do it.
Okay. ठीक है.
Simple solution to all problems.
Okay.
Check it out. If it works, it means it is working, do it.
हाँ.
If it doesn't work, stop it.
Okay. Fine.
All right? Great.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. My pleasure. See, again, basically, if you look at it, from the word go, there is a connect that makes it feel open. Otherwise, first or the second meeting, you cannot be so open and frank with a person you have never met in life. So
Absolutely.
everything is happening because of a certain purpose in life.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.